Hello, everybody. This video came out a little bit earlier than expected. Um, so basically, every time when I have like something scheduled for my video, sometimes the audio just like disappears randomly. So that's why this video is out earlier than expected. So please enjoy. This video was supposed to be out September 9th, aka Splatoon's birthday, but I had to do it earlier because I didn't want the audio just to disappear and I would have to re-upload it. This is Splatoon 3, but it's turning 1 year old today. So happy birthday, Splatoon 3. I had very good memories. This is my friend's gameplay, but we're still gonna credit him. You get this cool gear from your email. It's Agent 3 gear, so you better redeem it. All my time on Splatoon 3 this past year is this. A fourth of it on Salmon Run. I have max rank. A fourth of it on actual turf war games, right? And a fourth of it on Anarchy series. Mostly Rainmaker. I love Rainmaker. And a fourth of it on story mode. Mostly after Alterna. I hate it. I hate after Alterna. You're telling me I get this? Number one, no. But I don't care about this. This looks sick, right? I still not have beaten after Alterna. I don't want to wear these and become a furry. If this is in the Splatoon lore, it feels like that. You just can become a furry. I am sorry for saying this. I'm not a furry, but I don't want to say that I hate them / like them because I'm going to offend so many people. But anyways, let's talk about a new section. New topic. Let's get right into it. Anyways, I've been playing a lot with my friend. Say hi, Mr. Gabriel.
No, please leave a message after the beep.
Okay, so do you like Splatoon 3?
No.
That's great to hear. Anyways, how do you like all of the Splatfest so far?
Honestly, the Splatfest has been really good. I've enjoyed the themes, to be honest. The themes have been really interesting. This upcoming theme, I actually was one of the few Splatfests where I knew which team I was going to choose right away.
Same.
Team Love. So some of them are a bit hard to choose from because the Nessie versus the Nessie versus Aliens versus Bigfoot one was kind of hard because I don't personally really believe in myths and legends and all that stuff. But I do believe there could be potential life forms out in the solar system, so I chose that. But the biggest thing I'd probably have to say about Splatfest, and this is more recently than the beginning, but I feel like the last few Splatfests, the tricolor has really become more annoying to play.
Yeah, it is.
Because it feels like when the attacking teams, at least one of them gets the ultra signal. It just feels like if I'm part of the defending team, it's game over from there. One ultra signal gone, it's game over. It just feels like you can never recover from it. It did feel like that in the first, few. I'd say probably up till March, it didn't really feel like that. But after March and April, it just kind of felt like it went downhill.
Yeah, ever since.
But other than that, I'd say besides my opinions about the tricolor, I think the tricolor has a decent concept. It's a great. I feel like it's great concept, bad at execution. So,
right.
Other than that, pretty decent.
Which of the Splatfest was your favorite out of all of them?
Honestly, I've at first I thought it would be between the chocolate versus the
Chocolate.
dark chocolate versus milk chocolate versus white chocolate Splatfest,
I hate white
and the
chocolate.
rock paper scissors Splatfest. I honestly thought it'd be between those two, but I quickly realized that I don't know what it is. Like, I guess it's because it was like my first time playing a Splatoon game. Like the first Splatfest when I downloaded the demo kind of had a magic to it. Um,
Yeah.
and the tricolor at the time was really good. Like it actually felt fair, so to speak, especially because a lot of players were either new veterans, but like a veteran or not, it was still like a new mode to get used to. So it still felt fair, to be honest.
Right.
So combine that with the fact that I just kind of like the theme of like which thing do you want? Do you want rock paper scissors? Just combined with the fact that I thought that was a funny theme. Overall, I'd have to say probably rock paper scissors is my favorite.
Mr. I played the demo and I have not.
I downloaded it and played it at 12 a.m. I opened it up at 12 a.m. as soon as it like allowed players to come in.
Speaking of Splatfest, let's talk about Big Run and extra work.
Big run and extra work. I enjoyed the first big run. It was definitely like it
Very
was my
fun.
first go round. Yeah, it was my first rodeo with a big run because, like I said, this is my first Splatoon game. So it was definitely interesting, especially in like the first big run because if you got the Grisco blaster, which I did many times, and it was in the Wahoo world thing. So there was like two
Big
walls,
Wahoo.
right, that you could climb up, whatever. But you could climb up the wall, and if it was the glowflies round,
Oh yeah,
and you
I
had the
love
Grizzco blaster, and they
that.
were coming. But if it was the glowflies round, and you had the Grizzco blaster, and you got up on that wall, what you could do, and I found this out, and it was like really good kind of cheese, was you go up the wall, shoot them as they come with your Grizzco blaster, and if you're running out of ink and they're coming closer, you jump down, and they have to take the time to come back to go back down, so
Yeah.
walk all the way back around and come to you. So by the time they're back, you're already reloading, ready to go, and then vice versa, up and down. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah, the pathing was
Um,
weird.
yeah, it was. Second big run, I kind of sucked at because I was so used to kind of cheesing
We
it a
both
little
did.
bit. I was a little used to cheesing it. I won't lie, a little used to it, but it's just also I hadn't played a lot of Salmon Run either. Uh, in, at the time, um, third big run I would say was a lot more. It went a lot better for me. What was it? Was it the March big run that had the Horrorboros introduced, or is it?
That would be the second one.
So that was March then. Okay. The second one, I will before I move on, I will definitely say that I stayed up till God 1 in the morning trying to
Yeah,
get
you
the
stayed up for a
Horrorboros one
while.
night. I stayed up till like 1 in the morning. I had like 5 play sessions that day or something like that. And I finally beat him. I finally beat the Horrorboros, and I was determined to beat him on the big run. I did it. So
And then I
I
eventually beat one.
yeah. Didn't you say like you beat it, but like the game disconnected or something like that, so it
No,
didn't
no, no.
count?
I actually beat it, technically.
Uh, third big run went pretty well as well, but it was a mixture between like Ouroboros and Kozuna, wasn't it? So
Yeah, it was both.
it, I mean that one felt a bit. Honestly, I wouldn't have as much to say about
But
it because at least the
it's a
second big run
lie. I never
introduced a
beat
new boss, and
Ouroboros.
it kind of seemed kind of interesting. So that like now like that there's no new
Yeah.
boss or nothing new added, it just kind of felt a little bland besides the map change.
I mean,
But it
there
was
has
still a
to be a
fun
new
big run
one coming
nonetheless.
up because it's been like 2 or 3 Splatfests.
True, true.
So there could be a new one.
Um but extra work is really cool too because I'd say I like both modes equally, big run and extra work, like because they both introduce different concepts to the table that make them stand out as their own good, solid modes. Like
Right.
uh, big run, it's random and wacky, and you have to just plan on the fly. But extra work, you get the same 4 weapons and each wave is the exact same, bosses and spawn patterns and all that.
Yeah.
So, like, you could like take the weapon you have, and if you make it through all the waves over time, over the few shifts, you can kind of strategize. Like, okay, with this weapon, I'll stand here and do this. With this weapon,
Right.
I'll go over there and do that. So I think I like both modes equally, just because they both offer different strategies and concepts to the table that make them their own solid modes.
I like Big Run itself because it puts your rank at the line, unlike extra work where it doesn't.
True. That is
Risk and
I honestly never
reward.
really I honestly never really knew that. So more you know, I guess. But I will say one thing, kind of slightly unrelated to the big run extra work thing.
Go
I
ahead.
got the captain's hat. I'm happy now.
Hooray!
I
Captain's
made
hat!
level 52 in the catalog. I got my hat.
He got it. Anyways, that wraps up my video. If you want to credit yourself now, then go ahead.
Nah, I don't feel like it. I'm too tired and lazy to do that. Plus, I
Okay.
wouldn't normally do it anyway. I wouldn't normally do it anyway.
See you guys next video.